Hey everybody, welcome back to H&S Collectibles. This is Cody. So instead of a figure video this Friday, I'm doing a tag video. I was tagged by Martin over at Anthropomantic Fiend on a Phantasm tag, the PhanTAGsm, I believe it was. And yeah, I'll go for anything that ends in a gasm. Um, so I think he had 5 questions for us. Yes, 5 questions. He tagged me, Ben, at the Cadaver Club, um, Reanimator, and Dice Rollin'. So he knows I'm a Phantasm fan. But definitely go over and check out Martin's channel. A lot of good stuff on there. But yeah, talking about Phantasm. So, first question was, what was your favorite Phantasm movie and why? And Martin went into a lot of detail on his answers. I will try to and give you some of the thought behind my answers, but gotta go with part one. Love part one. I grew up on that movie, is how I feel about it. And it's really how I feel about the whole series. I was very young when I saw the first Phantasm. I think I was like 2 when it came out, but probably around the age of 5, 6, something like that. That I can remember watching it and just being uh, into it, mesmerized. The spheres, the tall man, the little minions. Just the oddity of the movie. It really is. I didn't really understand it or appreciate it a lot till I was older, but I did enjoy watching it as a kid. And I think the thing that I always liked about it was the hero, Mike. Get this 13-year-old kid as the hero, in a lot of movies. Yeah, I mean, a lot of movies, a solo kid is the hero, but in this one, Mike just seems so alone. Um, I mean, he had Reggie, he had Jody, um, but a lot of other movies where kids are the, you know, hero of it. They've got a gang of friends, or some support structure. And Mike just did so much on his own, and Mike was just such a little badass, really. I got to meet and spend a lot of time with A. Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornberry, Reggie Bannister, and Don Coscarelli all at a con a couple years ago. I did a VIP for the weekend and spent a lot of time with him, and just that was something I told A. Michael Baldwin, that I love the character because he was so tough, so awesome. I mean, here's a kid running around with a shotgun, a 45, riding dirt bikes, driving a CUDA. Just Mike could do anything, and I think as a young kid anyway, I kind of looked up to that, um, and just always enjoyed it. Of course, the Tall Man. That was the movie that definitely shrouded him in the most mystery. Yeah, the other movies raised as many questions, if not more, than they answered. But the first movie was, mysterious, um, and I guess, like I said, like a waking nightmare. So just I love it. Can't say much more about it. So, second question. I should have wrote these down, but I'm just reading them off the screen. Who is your favorite supporting Phantasm character? Not the tall man, Reggie, Jody, or Mike. Not the main characters, but who's your favorite one? And I'm going to cheat a little bit here, because the tall man's not an answer that you could give. But one of the most intriguing characters that I wish we would have got to see a little bit more of, and maybe understand the motivations of a little bit, excuse me, is in part four, Jebediah Morningside. That becomes the tall man. So, kind of cheating the tall man before he was the tall man, but he seems so gentle, so kind, which incidentally is how Angus Scrimm was. I got to meet him at a con a few years prior to meeting the rest of the cast. I met him by himself at a con, and then the rest of them all at the same con. Um, Nicest celeb I've ever met, for sure. I'll just throw that in there for him. Very, very nice man. Um, but yeah, I gotta go with Jebediah. I'd like to have known more. You know what? Yeah, he was a mortician. Yeah, he was sick of seeing and handling death and trying to find an answer to it. But I just would have liked if maybe we could have even had 10 minutes of him in that movie versus the two little snippets that we got. So yeah. Let's see. What is your favorite tall man quote? So there's not many to choose from, and I really enjoy. I almost picked the same one that Martin did, just because that one is a good one. So go watch his video to see what that was. I won't spoil it for you. I'll give you another reason to go see him. But I think I got to go with part two when the priest is walking through, blessing the mausoleum, and the tall man stops him, and the priest, I think, says something to the tune of, you know, who are you to question God's servants? And the tall man hangs him with his rosary, and gets right up in his face and says, "You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us." And I've always liked that line because it's playful, um, it's mean, and it's just, again, you know, what does he know that we don't? You know, again, mysterious. I think so. That's the one I gotta say is my favorite. What Phantasm movie do you wish was slightly better or at least different? So this could be a tie. Um, it's no secret, probably as much of a mess as some of what Ravager was. My least favorite Phantasm movie is still Part 3. I know a lot of people like Part 3, have a special place for it. I cannot stand the kid in that movie. I hate the trope of a, you know, tough kid who's a crack shot, you know, with the pistol, and it just, oh, everything about that kid rubbed me the wrong way. The razor blades on the frisbee, and other things in the movie too. The gangster punk people at the beginning. I thought they were over the top and stupid. Like I said, I did not like the kid. Um, wasn't quite enough tall man in it for me. And that was a movie where I was excited that Mike was back, that Michael Baldwin was back playing Mike. And then it seemed like we didn't see him for quite a bit of that movie. So there's several things I guess I'd change about part three. I do wish it was better. Ravager, I think Ravager could have been made a lot better. Just if they would have had a little bit more budget and maybe the effects could have been stepped up. I did like what they did with Ravager. Um, I felt that Ravager was a good bookend to part one. Spoilers ahead. Um, Part one, I always thought was a kid dealing with loss, loss of loved ones, loss of, you know, his parents, his brother, just, you know, a kid slowly becoming completely alone. That's part one. Part five, Reggie dealing with the Alzheimer's and dementia, is losing yourself. So part one, losing everyone around you. Part two, losing yourself. Like I said, when I watched it, it was a little bit emotional to me, seeing Reggie go through that. Maybe it could have been the tall man causing it all. Maybe it could have been a delusion from the dementia. Who knows? But felt like good bookends to the series to me. Let's see. And what is your favorite action or horror sequence? So I'll give two. Um, Horror sequence gotta be when the sphere hits the caretaker in the first one. That's one that just blew me away as a kid. That was so far out to see as a kid. Uh, Crazy, scary. I mean, Mike is running from something that he doesn't even know what it is, runs into this guy. The guy grabs him, that thing kills him. It's just, it was really good. Um, and then the action sequence for me has got to be the chase at the end of part one. From the time the door blows off the hinges and the tall man yells "boy," um, that whole chase scene, the chase scene is good. Another great line from the tall man. You know, you play a good game, boy, but the game is finished. Now you die. That's an awesome line. Um, and the score in that one in particular. So I love the Phantasm score. I've got an original on the wall, autographed by the cast and crew. Not the whole crew, not the whole cast for sure, but a lot of autographs on it. I've got the Mondo release of it. Um, and the score on CD at least was actually my first eBay purchase back in like 2000 or 99, something like that. Um, so I've always loved that music, loved that score, and especially loved that piece of it, the big chase up to the mine shaft. So that was lengthy. I think about 10, 11, 12 minutes so far, according to the timer. But those are my answers. So I think that I will tag Project Ellsworth. I'm going to. I can't even talk. I'm going to tag John on this one. John is a Phantasm fan, and Phantasm is kind of what brought me and John together. I think the first time I found John's videos was watching him do a Phantasm review. Um, and I know he enjoys that movie. So I I think John did say recently that he has not seen them all. Um, so a couple of these questions might be kind of tough for him. But John, then I challenge you or tag you rather. Uh, uh, do this tag, get the movies watched, give us your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Uh, that's all. That's all I got. So thanks for watching, checking it out, and like I said, go over and check out Martin at Anthropomantic Fiend. I'll have a link below, and also check out Project Ellsworth. I'll also have a link below. Both are great guys. And I guess I'll talk to you later. Maybe I'll see you on the stream tomorrow night. So, until next time, see ya.